Hey everybody, today we're back with another live video, and as usual we're going to let everybody get on to the video, so we're going to give everybody a minute or so before we actually start. And today we're doing Q&A, and the topic of our video today is ESL Online. So there are a lot of students in this group and there are a lot of teachers in this group. And that's why I want to talk about this topic and give you some insight and let you know what this thing is all about. Because a lot of people watch these live videos that we do and they're still not sure, what is ESL Online? People might have some friends who are trying to become a teacher online, and they might know people who do this, who teach online. Or you might be an ESL teacher watching this right now, and you might be thinking, how do I start teaching online? Like, I want to do that, but how do I get started? So we're going to talk about all of that today. And for the students who are watching, we're going to talk about how you can find the right teacher, and we're going to talk about how you can start learning English. So the approach that you need to have. Great. So I see that we have about 200 people watching live right now. So if you are watching live right now, I have a question for you, and I want you to answer me in the comments. And my question for you is, are you an English speaker? Do you speak English? So if you speak English, if you are an English speaker, write, yes, I am. Write, yes, I am in the comments right now. And if you are a teacher, write, I'm a teacher in the comments right now. Great. So how do you start teaching ESL online, and how do you make money teaching ESL? And students, how do you find a good teacher? Well, those are some of the questions that we are going to answer today. So the first thing that I need to tell you, let's see, I see some people writing here, yes, a little bit, yes, I am. Not fluent, yes. Okay, great. So we have a lot of people answering in the comments. Great. Okay, I see an English teacher. Excellent, excellent. And lots of students. Great. All right, guys, thanks for writing those comments. So for those of you right now who are writing comments, I want to remind you that if you click on the video, if you're watching live, click on the video, and you will see all of the links to different pages and different groups. So there's a Facebook group where there's a Facebook group for teachers. There's a Facebook group for students. There is a website for teachers where we teach you how to start a teaching business. So if you want to teach ESL online, you should definitely go to our website, and you can actually start right now for just $200. So that's a good price to start making thousands of dollars a month. If you are a student, then there's groups for students. There's a YouTube channel with over 500 videos. All right, so just click on the video and you will see all of the links. And okay, it looks like we have a lot of people writing comments. Great. I'm going to answer your questions that you write in the comments. So we're going to do this video for maybe 30, 40 minutes. And I'm going to answer the questions that you have. But what I want you to do right now, before we start answering questions, is click on the link to my page. And in fact, I will send that page to you right now. Click on the link to my page and add me to your friends. And if you can't add me, just follow me on Facebook. And then that way you can see all of the new videos, because we do this very often. Let's see, someone wrote, what was the question? The question was, are you an English speaker? And I will tell you why I asked that question in just a moment. All right, so are you an English speaker? Are you an English teacher? Those are the questions. If you're an English speaker, write, yes, I am. If you are an English teacher, write, I'm a teacher. Great. So, okay, good. I see some of you are adding me to your friends, and that's great. Okay, so I'm going to answer your questions today. That's what I'm going to do. And But before I start answering your questions, I want to tell you about a special offer that I have. Right now, you can study English with me for a whole month, for every month, for just $5 a month. So if you want to study English with me for $5 a month, then send me a message. Send me a message and say $5, and I will show you how you can start. And if you are a teacher, then I want to show you how you can make money online being an English teacher. All right? I have lots of teaching businesses, and I have helped other people start teaching businesses, and I want to help you. So if you're a teacher, we have teacher training programs, we have how to start a business, and I will show you how to do that. All right, so send me a message if you want to study English with me for $5 a month. Just send me a message, $5. And if you're a teacher, send me a message and tell me if you're interested in teacher training or starting a business, okay? All right, great. So now I want to, I want to give you guys something useful today and talk a little bit about ESL Online and how to teach ESL Online, how to find a good teacher online. And if you guys want to send a message right now and ask a question, then I will answer your questions. Okay, here we have a question in the comments. Anna writes, how many languages do you speak? Because for your students, maybe me, who don't speak English very well. Well, Anna, a person who speaks 2 languages is bilingual. A person who speaks 3 languages is trilingual. And a person who speaks 1 language is English. That's a little English teacher joke for you. But I speak 1 language, I speak English. But I also lived in Russia for 8 years, so I speak Russian too. I actually have a teaching business in Russia, and I have teachers from America and from different English-speaking countries who work for me. We teach online and we teach Russians in Russia, and that was my first teaching business. And now I teach students online and I teach teachers online. So yeah, great. So if you have questions, I see that there are a lot of teachers right now watching this video. That's great. So if you're a teacher, I want to answer your questions. So write a question in the comments and I will answer right now. And if you're watching right now and you think that these live videos are helpful, then share the video with your friends. All right, just share it to your page, press like, help us out so that everyone can participate. All right, let's see. I see someone wrote, how are the classes? Just conversation. So if you're writing about the English lessons online, then we have lots of videos every month. There's a video about an opinion where I share my opinion and then you need to tell me your opinion. There's a video about an important question. So those are 2 of our lessons each month. Then we have a live lesson where the members of our English club of this course, they get to ask questions and I answer them live. So great. And there are also worksheets, quizzes, and lots of other activities there. So every month it's just $5 to study English with me. If you want that, just send me a message that says $5. Let's see, Denise writes, I'm a master's degree student, Kris, but I teach math for a university. That's great. Well, I've actually helped teachers who teach lots of different topics and they have started their own businesses. So if you're interested in that, you can send me a message right now that says that you're interested in starting a teaching business and I can help you get started. Let's see, Dana writes, hi there, how's it going? You look very young. I'm surprised what I see from you. Thanks, Dana. I actually think that I'm old because I'm 31 years old, but thank you for that. And I've been teaching for almost 10 years, about 10 years, and I really love teaching. and that's why I do this. All right, let's see. Lorenzo writes, in your opinion, how could one improve his vocabulary from intermediate to advanced level? Are there any particular strategies that you would recommend? Lorenzo, great question. And I see Antonio wrote, what do I need to do to improve my English? So, okay, let's answer that question right now. Thank you so much for asking. So, if we want to improve our vocabulary and improve our English in general, the first thing that we need to do is that we need to associate activities that we do every day or activities that we like doing. We need to associate them with something in English. All right. So for me, I spend a lot of time online, and I have some special forums or websites where I only use the language that I want to learn. And this is really effective. Some parents do this with their kids. They say, if you are going to play video games, if you want to play video games, they can only be in English. I know some ladies who stay at home, they're mothers or housewives, and when they're doing dishes, they watch an English TV show. So it's a rule in their head. You need to make a rule in your mind that every time I do this activity, it's in English. That's one great way to help. Another way to help improve your vocabulary, like we had one question asked, is how many words do you really need to know to be fluent in a language? I see some more questions here. If I don't answer your question, just ask again, because I can't answer all of them. There's so many. Let's see. So Ninoska writes, hello. Yes, I'm interested in training with you. Of course, I'd like to learn how to teach English online. Can you help me with that? Take into account my comment, please. Read the instructions to me, please. Send the instructions to me. Okay. Ninoska, you'll need to send me a message. If you are interested in teacher training or starting a teaching business online, send me a message. Just click on the video. You'll see my link, and send me a message, and I will help you with that. All right. Great. Let's see. We have another comment here. How can I study phrasal verbs? I watch your videos on YouTube. They're good, but I find it very difficult to learn so many. And someone wrote, where are you from? Well, I am from the United States. I live in Florida. And to answer your question about phrasal verbs and about vocabulary, I have a question for you. All of you guys who are watching, teachers and students, answer this question in the comments, okay? How many words do you need to know to be fluent in the language, to speak freely? How many words do you need to know? Write your answers in the comments below, and then we'll talk about that. All right, I see another comment here. I have students around 10 to 12 years old. I try to improve their English because English is not their mother tongue. How can I improve their vocabulary if they have no idea what I'm talking about when I speak English? Great. Well, to answer this question, remember that when we teach someone new vocabulary, or when we learn new vocabulary ourselves, we need to make sure that we present at least 90% of the information that they already know. So if you're teaching kids basic vocabulary, then you can't just speak English to them all the time. And if they don't understand 100% or 90% of what you're saying, then it's going to be very difficult for them to remember the vocabulary that you want them to remember. You need to remember, you need to try to help them remember specific vocabulary, right? We call it, as teachers, we call it target vocabulary. So I would say that you need to present information 90% that they understand already, all right? So I see lots of answers here in the comments. Some people say 3,000 words, 1,000 words, 2,500 words. Someone wrote 10,000 words. Wow. Well, guys, let me tell you this. Kids who speak English, when they finish high school, they usually know about 5,000 words, and they usually use about 2,000. So at the end of school, English speakers, native speakers, usually use 2,000 words in their active vocabulary. 2,000. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to open up my calculator right now, and 2,000 words. Let's say that we want to learn 2,000 words in 1 year. Let's see, 2,000 words divided by 365. That's 5.5 words. That's 6 words every day. So if you learn 6 words every day, 6, it's not that many, I think, right? If you learn 6 words every day, then you will speak, you'll have the same knowledge of words that kids who finish high school know, English-speaking kids. So think about that, just 6 words. All right? And I'm going to tell you more about that topic in a minute, because it really doesn't matter how many words you know to be fluent. Honestly, it doesn't matter. And I'll tell you why in 1 second. All right, David writes, how do we talk to you live? Well, David, it depends. Are you a student or a teacher? We have different programs for students and teachers, and you should send me a message. Just click on the video and you'll see the link to my page. Send me a message and let me know what you're interested in, and I'll tell you how we can do that. We have lessons, we have training programs, but here on this video, you can just type comments and I read them. All right? Let's see, Laura Ortiz writes, how do I teach young kids a foreign language? I'm trying to improve their vocabulary without writing. Every time I show them written words, they pronounce them in Spanish. Okay. Well, so it sounds like you need to teach them vocabulary or phonetics first. And that's something that I usually do at the very beginning. The first lesson, second lesson, we learn how to speak, how to say sounds. So I would say start there, all right? Let's see, someone wrote, I don't know who you are, but your accent is really attractive. Thanks so much. Thank you for the kind words. But yeah, I speak with this accent because I'm American, and I try to speak clearly for my students. So that's that. All right, so let me come back to the question that we had. How many words do you need to know to be fluent in English? And my answer is, there isn't a number. There isn't a magic number of how many words you need to know. All right? Let me explain it in 1 minute. First, let me remind you, if you want to study English with me, you can study with me for $5 a month. Every month, just $5. And that's at least 3 lessons every month, and worksheets and quizzes. So if you want to study with me for $5 a month, send me a message that says $5, okay? If you're a teacher and you want teacher training, or you want to learn how to start a teaching business online, send me a message and tell me about it, and I will help you. All right, so how many words do you need to know to be fluent in English? It doesn't matter how many words, because the most important thing in being fluent in any language is believing that you are a speaker of that language. Let me explain. Most people who try to learn a language, they don't believe that they are an English speaker or a Spanish speaker or a Russian speaker or whatever. They don't believe that about themselves. This is an idea they have in their head. They think, I'm not an English speaker, and I need to learn how to speak English because that's not who I am. And that's what stops them from speaking fluently. Okay? People who are fluent believe that they are English speakers. They believe that they can speak. That's the difference between being fluent and not being fluent. So let's think about that. Who you believe that you are, that's what decides if you're fluent or not. I know people who know about 500 words, and they can speak more fluently than people who know 3,000 words. Really, guys. Fluency is not about a number of words. Fluency is about what you believe about yourself. Let's see, I see a comment here. Big hello from Taiwan. You speak English very clearly. It's very helpful, thanks. Taiwan, I have some students from Taiwan. Send me a message and I will tell you about that, about students from Taiwan. Great, okay. German or German wrote, it's not only about the number, it's how your message is conveyed. That's true, definitely. Lucy Walker writes, I'll teach you my native language. It's the Georgian language. Georgian, wow, Georgian is very difficult. I have met a lot of people from Georgia. It's great. I like people from Georgia. They're fun. Let's see, Fernanda writes, I'd like to start working as a student, although I'm an English teacher. Could you contact me? Yeah, I can contact you, but you can also send me a message and you can tell me what you're interested in. So you can click the video and you can also go to my website. And if you're interested in learning English, then you can go to this page on my website. And if you want to teach English, then you can go to this page on my website. So there are the links. And yeah, you can go there and you can find more information. Okay, another question from a teacher. Between vocab and grammar, which one should we emphasize for students age 12 years old? Or when should kids learn about grammar? Great question. So when we're teaching children grammar, it's really a difficult thing because children don't really understand the language in an abstract way like adults do. So we need to make them practice this grammar. So we need to give them tasks and we need to give them activities to do where they use the grammar. We can't just explain the grammar because they don't understand these abstract concepts. All right. So when they come to the age of 12, 13, 14, then they can start to understand some of these abstract concepts. But when they're younger, definitely we cannot explain it to them like that. So between vocabulary and grammar, I can't tell you what to decide. They're both important because if you know a lot of words, you still need to connect the words, right? And that's what grammar is for. So we connect the words with grammar, but we need to know more words. If we just know grammar, we can't say anything. If we just know words, we can say some things, but we can't connect the ideas. So, you know, it's not very useful. So we need both. All right, let's see. Amanda writes, I'm watching you from Paraguay. Loved what you said about fluency. I'll definitely say the same to my students. Amanda, great. Yeah, you know, fluency is one of those issues that a lot of students struggle with. They want to speak naturally, speak fluently. And I see a question here. Hey, how can we improve our speaking? Well, I have a speaking and pronunciation course that you can do. And yeah, I'll send you guys the link right now in the comments. This course is really good. A lot of people have done it and said that they really liked it. So there is that. Great. So guys, I'm still trying to answer your questions. I'm still reading what you're writing. And if I didn't answer your question, please don't be upset with me because there's a lot of questions for me to answer. And looks like we have been live for 24 minutes. So I'm going to continue to do this video because I think you guys have some more questions for me. So ask your questions in the comments and I will try to answer all of them. And if you guys like what you see, if you like this kind of video, then go to my page and you can add me to your friends or follow me. All right, so just click the video. You'll see the link to my page. And actually, I'll send the link to my page here in the comments also. And you can just go to my page, add me to your friends, or follow me. And then you can always have updates about these videos and what we're doing. All right. Next, let's see. Gretzel wrote, I don't have a confidence to communicate or talk English language properly. I felt my grammar so wrong. My accent also, pronunciation so terrible, but I want to learn more. From Philippines. Okay, thank you so much for being honest and open about how you feel, because that's very important. If we don't know something, we need to understand that we don't know it, right? A person who thinks he knows everything really knows nothing. So it's great that you see that. So Gretzel, send me a message and I want to help you. I have lots of courses and programs to help students just like you, okay? Send me a message. Great, let's see. Kurt says, hi, I'm from Morocco. How can I speak English like a native and fluently? So guys, about pronunciation and speaking, I have sent the link to the pronunciation and speaking course, and I'm going to send it again here for anybody who didn't see it. And you can go there and join that course and you'll really understand how to speak better, how to pronounce words properly. Great. Okay, guys. So it looks like we have a lot of questions about speaking. Send me a message. Like I said before, guys, send me a message right now. And that way I can answer your questions after the video, because there are a lot of questions. And someone wrote here, hi, I'm Lao. I'm from Laos. I want to learn English with you. Great. If you want to learn English with me, just send me a message that says $5. Because right now, you can study English with me for just $5 a month. Every month, just $5, okay? Usually it's $10, but right now it's 50% off. So send me $5. All right. Lots of questions. How can I improve my grammar? Well, grammar is all about learning rules. So you can learn this from books. You really don't have to have a teacher, but you need lots of practice. So that's why the best way to learn English is to find a good teacher. And for all of the teachers who are watching, I want to tell you what a good teacher is. I have a training program called Top 1% Teacher. And in this training program, I tell teachers how to be better than 99% of the teachers out there, because a lot of teachers just don't understand what students need. So guys, I want to tell you about that. And to find a good teacher, first of all, one thing that we need to do is we need to correct our students. Too many teachers out there think that they shouldn't correct students. Teachers need to correct students. If you're a teacher listening, start correcting your students more, because I know that you don't do it enough, okay? The second thing, when you're a teacher, you shouldn't just teach students grammar or vocabulary. You shouldn't just teach them words. You shouldn't just teach them rules. You should teach students strategies for learning the language on their own. Okay? So students who are listening, if you want to find a great teacher, what you need to look for is a teacher who wants to give you strategies so you don't have to study with a teacher in the future. Does that make sense? So a good teacher shows you what to do now so you don't need a teacher in the future, right? A bad teacher is a teacher who tells you you need to study with a teacher for the rest of your life. That's a bad teacher. A good teacher gives students strategies, shows students how to do things themselves. And a good teacher shows a student that they are an English teacher. Remember what we talked about before. To be fluent in English, you need to believe that you are an English speaker. So everybody who's watching right now, what I want you to do is write in the comment section right now, I am an English speaker. Okay? Tell me that you believe this. I am an English speaker. That's how you're going to become fluent. Okay? Write it in the comments right now. I want to see everybody who's watching, all 320 people who are on the video right now, 321. Everybody, write it in the comments right now. I am an English speaker. I am an English speaker. I'm an English speaker. Write it, okay? Great. So, and then after that, after you've all told me that you believe this, that you know this, that this is true about you. What I want you to do is I want you to think for a second. How are you going to improve your English today? And how are you going to improve it tomorrow? What strategy are you going to use? So we already said that if you want to improve your English, you need a strategy. One strategy that we talked about was associating activities that you usually do or activities that you like with English activities. That's one strategy. Another strategy is that you can find a good teacher. That's what we're talking about now. So if you want to study English with me, you can study with me for $5 a month. I'm telling you, I'm probably not going to have any time in my life because I'm teaching people all the time. But $5 a month, I see that a lot of people already sent me messages. So keep sending me messages. Send me a message, $5. Write $5 in your message, and I will tell you how to study with me for $5 a month. All right, it's just $5, and yeah. All right, it looks like everybody who's watching is an English speaker, and they believe this. That's great. Thank you guys so much for writing that, and you make me believe it too. I believe that we have lots of English speakers watching this video right now, and I'm really happy. So for all of the teachers who are watching, sometimes teachers watch my live videos like this one, and they send me a message later, and they say, Kris, I like what you're doing on the video, and I want to do that too. I want to motivate my students more. I want to teach them better. I want my students to get better results. Sometimes teachers write me and they say, I want to move online. Right now I teach in Asia or in South America, or I teach somewhere, and I teach in a school or a language center, and I want to move online. I want to teach online. How do I do it? So I have taught a lot of people how to start a teaching business. I've taught a lot of people how to teach, and I've taught a lot of people how to speak English. And if you want help with those things, send me a message and I will help you too, okay? Unfortunately, I have to stop the video now because I have a lot of people writing me, and a lot of people want to learn and study, so I have to talk to those people. But if you're watching this video live, thank you so much for being on the video today. Learning English is so important. It helps us communicate with each other, and it helps us understand each other better. So this is going to help the world in general. When we have better teachers, we have better students, and when we have better students, we have a better world, right? I'm sure you guys agree. For those of you who are not watching live, all of the links that I talked about will be under the video. And if you don't find what you're looking for, just leave a comment and let me know what you're looking for. Or you can send me a message. All of the links to my pages are under this video. All right, guys? So thank you so much for being here. And I look forward to speaking with you in my messages now, because everyone who watched, who was interested, and who liked what they saw, you can send me a personal message on Facebook or on YouTube or Instagram or VK or anywhere where you're watching this video. You can add me there. Just add me to your friends, follow me, and you can join all of our groups, and I'll give you more videos, okay? Thank you guys so much, and I look forward to speaking with you very soon. Bye-bye.